Hi, everybody. Jeff Johnson here on another edition of Clerk TV. And with me today is Jody Higdon. She is the Clerk of Superior Court in Morgan County. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Jeff?
Listen, from the moment you've come in here, we've had the best time just talking about stuff, reminiscing about days of old in this whole situation.
Right.
But the thing, y'all, that I found out, this is her first time on Clerk TV in... You've kind of been, I mean, you've been doing this for a while now.
For a while.
For a long time. And I think the first time we met was down in St. Simon's.
That's right.
Yes, for a thing that we were doing down there.
It's been a minute.
It has been, but we're glad you're here. And we're looking forward to finding out more about Morgan County and about what you want to do or what you've done as a clerk of court there. So let's talk about this. Morgan County. Where is it? What kind of place is it? And, you know, why did you want to become the clerk of that county?
Well, it's in Madison, which has been voted best small town in America several times. It's a great, quaint little town with a lot of historic homes. We're very close to Athens, UGA games,
Oh, gosh, yeah.
all of that. And the commissioners just approached me and said, hey, why don't you run for clerk of court? I was doing real estate at the time. I had a brief stint at the clerk's office, did some bookkeeping for the previous clerk, and then they approached me and said, why don't you run? And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll keep doing my real estate, and I'll run for clerk of court. That didn't happen.
Yeah, we can do both of these things.
Yeah, no. I mean, I can do a lot, but I can't do both of those.
Yes.
But
How long have you been clerk?
Well, I was elected the year of 2004, took office in 2005.
The changes you have seen. The things you have seen.
Lots.
You know, the folks in your county, obviously, you know, through your leadership and the thing that you've done, what are some of the major changes that you've been able to bring during the time that you've been involved with them?
Well, I have all of my case management images, case files. They're all online.
That's a big deal now, isn't it?
It is a very big deal. We have all of our real estate. They're all online. You can do a 50-year search, title search online. I was the first clerk in the state to start child support e-filing.
Wow.
So that happened in, I think, 2007, 2008. So a lot of changes, a lot of changes.
First off, how many citizens are in the county?
Well, we just hit 20,000.
All right.
So, yeah. We just hit 20,000.
If you could describe the county, how would you describe it in terms of industry, rural, urban, that kind of a thing?
A lot of agricultural.
Okay.
And just small town America.
Just small town
America.
America.
That's it.
But small town America needs your services because you're basically the history of the county. I mean, when a person comes in your door, what can they expect from you and your staff?
Well, the best customer service.
All right.
That's what they should expect, and that's what they should get.
How many people do you have on your staff?
I have 6 people on my staff.
That's a lot of folks.
It is a lot of folks.
A
lot of ladies in one office.
I'll come down there. That'd be fine. I'll be happy to come in anytime.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, your leadership is very important. But what does this team mean to you? Meaning that, you know, getting everything done.
Oh,
your team.
They're everything. I mean, there's no way I could do this job.
I
mean, they're an extension of you. They're your right hand. They're everything. Without your staff and without their support and without their loyalty and their competence and just being there and just being such loyal, hard workers. I mean, without them, I couldn't do my job.
Have y'all had any major changes in terms of your, you know, a lot of the clerks that I'll talk to say, oh, you know, we just got a new building or we just got something. Any new things?
One thing that's kind of unique about Morgan County and Madison for my office is that I'm not located in the courthouse. I'm located 2 buildings down from the courthouse. So
that's interesting.
We have to trek all of our files up there for
Now
court.
that's interesting too.
in the rain, in the snow. I mean, whatever. So, but we kind of like it. We have our own building. There was just not adequate space in those old courthouses to house all of our records, and it was just more important to have, the records more accessible than us to be crammed in one space.
Always. Well, that gives you a lot more space to develop and to add more things that you can use for future endeavors.
That's right.
That
But,
you can do.
everything's going digital now, and
Everything.
paperless. So.
Now, obviously, you said you guys have already done all your digital stuff, the indexing things. Because I'm learning so much more as I've been doing these through the year. Indexing is the next big thing, meaning.
Right, yeah.
Why would that be so important to a citizen? For things to be indexed?
Well, because when they go to refinance, like when COVID hit, for
Right.
example, a lot of clerks couldn't do a 50-year search online. For you to be able to get title insurance, you have to be able to do a 50-year search.
Okay.
So if you're going to refinance or do anything like that with your home, you need to be able to, do that search online, especially.
And quickly.
And quickly. That's exactly right.
Quick.
And quickly. So, and keep everything up to date and keep everything moving.
That's good.
So.
And it, to be very honest, it's easier for your clients. It's easier for the citizen that they can they do things from home as well?
Oh,
can
they
they
do
access
it all.
everything from home?
Everything. They can go to our website. They can look up any court files. They can look up any real estate. They can do it all from the comforts of their chair at home. So.
I'm sure you still have people that just like to come down to the office sometimes,
We do. It's really kind of sad because, you miss out on a lot of the camaraderie with the different attorneys and the different people that used to. They would just come in and just, you get to know them. Yeah, you get to know them, get to know their families, get to talk to them. And, it's taken a lot of the personal aspect out of clerking, which, is kind of sad. But, there are those that are just going to come around anyway, which is great. We love that.
That is, and I can imagine the stories that you can tell about people that want to get things, some of them nice, some of them not so nice.
Right. Well, we just always try to put ourselves in their shoes and realize that most of the time when they come to see us, they're not there for anything happy.
Right.
They've got something going on in their life or whatever, so you just kind of want to just be treated like you want to be treated and put yourself in their shoes and just,
That's what it matters. So let's find out a little bit more about you. We know that you do great work. Your office does great work. But what are some of your hobbies? What's something, if somebody said, I wonder what she does when she goes home just to relax?
Well, I like to garden. a lot. Flowers, gardening. I like to boat. We boat, we camp.
I love camping.
And I have 3 grandchildren.
So you're busy.
So I'm busy. Yeah, very busy.
Well, wonderful. Well, we are so glad that you were able to take a little time and talk a little bit. But now you have an opportunity just to look into the camera, talk to your citizens, and say whatever you like to them right now.
Well, I would just like to say that it's been an honor to be your clerk. The faith that you've put your trust in me through all these years of service. I mean, a lady once told me one time, she said, it's not what you do, like the big things that you do, it's the things that you do every day. It's like planting a seed. And they remind me that. Every election, she'll send me a text or she'll call me and she'll say, look, all these little seeds that you've planted over the last 4 years, they're going to bloom today. And she just sends me this little text and tells me that. And it just means a lot. And that's just it. I mean, every day try to do our best and just know that we're working hard for you.
Fantastic. Jody Higdon from Morgan County. You're watching Clerk TV.